Hello friends, today we are starting the new video on Ansible. So in the last two videos, in the first video I have discussed what is Ansible and we explained with a live example or real example. And in the second video, I was doing in hands-on with Ansible. We set up the masters and nodes, and we should not call as a master. Actually, Ansible control mission. We and nodes. Right? We created a key and enable them. We write a small playbook to install HTTPD and put some index.html file in that. Right? So if you have not watched those videos, it's better to watch those videos and then come back to this video. Okay, so in this video we are doing some automation tasks by using Ansible. So what automation? So you remember in a last video we have installed HTTPD and copied the index.html into the particular directory. So what we are without we have to create one VM and then we have to run the playbook every time, or other way. So you have a central one mission, you have to create a VM, get the IP, update into inventory file and run the playbook. So this one, right, this one we have to keep monitoring the hosts and all. But what if you know that some playbook you have written, like a example, you want to open compare some system properties, like a firewall settings or some package to be installed, and you can have some sys configuration settings also. These things you can write into Ansible playbook, and you can place that playbook in a Git repo. So here we can write like these scripts and all playbooks and upload that into Git repo. So in VM we use systemd. Whenever systemd, what does it do? It will, whenever it's boot up, it will make sure that it will run the processes whatever there, right? So and systemd also make sure that process is running always, even if it is stopped, it try to restart. All these things it will do. So here we can do this automation with the systemd, or we can put this in a Google Cloud or AWS. We get option to write a script and startup. Both way it will work. So okay, so we'll start this one. So similar way, I have created one Git repo. Let me show that. So this is the repo I have created for Ansible videos, and I created one README file which has a links to the videos. If you click on that image, it will take to first video, this is second video, and I will keep adding, and whenever I do any new like a task and all. So it has the images. This folder contains these two images as of now. And when you go to code, so in hands-on we have this second video, whatever we have done the hands-on, like installing HTTP, copying the index.html, this task we have, and then index.html file also there. And okay, inside code, so in automation we have one script which will run this get this playbook and run it. And we have a systemd file, so it basically it runs this file. Okay, so let's create one VM and run this application. So as I said previously, in Google Cloud we get a option to add a comment on the startup that we can do with this command, with this script, but we can do with the systemd also. We'll see in that next video. No, we will see in this video only. So I will show you now two examples. So let's create a VM here. So I'll create one VM. Okay, that name, I don't have issue with the name. I'll change the OS to CentOS. And I'll allow HTTP traffic. And here in startup script, here we can provide the script which you want to run initially. So I'll copy this script. Okay, so I have added this script here, and let's create it. So once VM up, so it should able to download the file and run it. So we can see that the script we have given here. So it is just cloning that, going inside that particular directory and installing that HTTP. If you open the serial console output, we'll be able to see that this script is running. So it is started from here. Okay, and what it is doing, it is installing the Ansible. And it is installing some Git dependencies packages as well, some Python packages. So finally it is completed installation. Okay, it is running the playbook here. So it is copying the HTML file and it is completed. Okay, if I open this external IP, I should be able to see the home page. Yes, I'm able to see the home page. So this is one approach, and other approach is we can have a systemd file get created, and once we created a systemd file, we can create an image out of this image. Basically, what is a mission image? Mission is image like a single static unit that contains a pre-configured operating system and installed software which is used to quickly create a new running mission. So here we want to create a new running mission, like installing the HTTP and adding the index.html file. So this configuration I required. So to do this task, I can create a systemd file and after creating that, I will take a image out of this VM, and I can create n number of VMs with this image. So in everywhere this configuration will come commonly. Let's say this pattern we usually use in the most of the places. I think we may have we know this patching, how the patching happens, right? So in VMs patching, basically patching we do to reduce the security issues in the VMs. So we have to patch every frequently. So to reduce the frequency and to get updated softwares and all, packages and all, we have to do patching. And while do patching, so we can run the patching task from the Ansible, and so these things will be under, like we can run this Ansible playbook by the systemd. So whenever you bring up the system or boot up the system, it will like this similar way, it will clone the git repo. So whatever there in the git repo, it will apply there. So it could be patches, latest patches, security fixes, and updating the packages to new version. All these things are removing some vulnerabilities, and all these things we can run from the playbook. This is how dynamically we can place the playbooks inside a VM and apply the patches. So to do this one, let me create a systemd file. So I will log into the existing VM which we created, this one. So I will go and uninstall these packages what we have done through the startup script. Let me edit this, or let's delete this VM. We'll create a fresh one. Some issue with this. Okay, I'm deleting this VM. And I'll create a new VM. So it is naming as an instance 2, that's okay. And I'll change to CentOS. And I'll allow the HTTP traffic, and I'll create. So it is just a plain mission. It does not have any startup script like a previous one. So it just comes up. So we have to log in into system and create a systemd file. Then no matter how many times you restart, it still comes up with the service. Okay, this VM is ready. So I'm logging with this SSH. Well, I'll take a copy of this script. So I will see here. I will make automation.sh, insert, paste. Okay, I should. So I have place here and I can make executable. This is executable file now, and I will go to systemd slash okay vi I'll create a one automation.service here. I already written a file. I'll just copy instead of writing whole file. I'll insert this content here. User bin automate dot I think this automation research. Okay. Okay. So now I will check systemctl. Oh, sorry. So I enable the service also. Now I can start the service. And I can check the status also. So it's active and running. Okay. So now if I open this IP, I should be able to see the same home page. Okay, it's still running maybe. Okay, it is just starting cloning into like this. -L. So now it is completed. So let's see. I'm able to open this. So it is successfully able to run this playbook. Now what I can do here, I can remove this HTTPD. So to make sure the playbook is running after restarts. So this is removing. If I check this IP, I should not able to open this page. Yes, it is stopped. Now I'll reboot the VM. I will wait for 5 seconds and then reconnect. I'm trying to connect to the same VM. See, it is rebooted and it came with this welcome page. Even after restart, now if you check this status, so it is running on every restart. Okay, so let me remove this HTTP again and create a VM image out of this VM. Okay, now I remove this one. Now nothing is running in this VM. I'm creating image, and image. I will name it as a base. Base CentOS, I'll name it and create it. In very few seconds it will get created. It will not take much time, just 10-15 seconds. It's based on the how much content you added over the image. Yeah, it's done. I have added very few layers, so it is completed very quickly. Now we'll go and delete this VM. Okay, now I'll create a new VM with that image. I'll select a VM from mission image and select this VM. I think everything will be same. Create it. So this VM will be up in few seconds. Hopefully this will not come now because it takes some time to bring up the server. It is not yet. Yeah, it is up now. So no matter, like we can use this as a base image for your configuration. So like I just did one example with the HTML HTTPD service. We can also apply the patches, configure the systemd sys configurations, firewall configurations, like or some directory structures, or your application. Even what I did similar way, you can bring your application into production deployment also similar way.